Escaping the narcissist is one of the hardest things to do, yet it is not impossible. Today, in this video, I want to talk to you about a topic that may be difficult, but it is incredibly important: the toxic dynamics of these relationships with narcissists. It's a subject that touches many lives, and I hope that by sharing this information, we can empower those who need it most. Hello everyone and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So in today's video, I really wanted to look at and explore how you know or how you understand that you are healing from, or how you escape a narcissistic relationship. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about different concepts of this, because sometimes it is not known and sometimes we stumble through the dark trying to understand exactly what is going on. So in this video, I really wanted to explore that for those of you who may have actually just kind of understood what narcissism is, what emotional abuse is, and how this has affected you emotionally, psychologically, but also spiritually as well. But my friends, before we get into the video, I just want to say that I do go live on this channel every single Tuesday. And if there is something on your mind or you have questions, I'd say come on over to the live stream, because it is absolutely free. And what have you got to lose? We've got a really supportive community, and let me tell you guys, the live is a vibe. And come on over, I'd love to see you there. Okay, so let's start by understanding what narcissism is. So someone who is a narcissist has a really inflated sense of importance. They feel really entitled, and it's all about attention. They're quite selfish. They want other people to admire them. They might even hijack conversations. It's just basically so they have all this attention on them, like you don't even come into the picture. Although right at the beginning of your interaction with a narcissist, they would have given you so much attention. They would have put you on a pedestal and they would have worshipped you. Oh yeah, but how quickly does that turn? How quickly does it turn into actual abuse, where they have no empathy for you? They want all the attention. This need for excessive validation, which gets so tiring, doesn't it? And their relationships basically are just one-sided, and it centers around their own needs and their desires. So you see, a narcissistic relationship is characterized by a pervasive pattern of behavior where one partner, often who is basically identified as the narcissist, displays this over-exaggerated sense of self-importance, this need for constant validation. They have no empathy, no understanding, and all they want to do is they want to control you. They want to manipulate you so that everything just works out in their favor. And it disregards the emotional well-being of the other partner. You see, communication becomes one-sided, with the narcissist dominating conversations and dismissing the feelings and opinions of the other person. So what happens in these relationships, there's a cycle of idealization and devaluation. Okay, so they idealize you, but they devalue, like, dislike. Okay, and initially the narcissist will show their partner their affection and their praise through this idealization stage. They'll put you on a pedestal and they will worship you, creating this amazing sense of euphoria. However, what you find is this is quickly followed by the devaluation stage, where the narcissist criticizes, belittles, and undermines their partner, causing emotional distress and so much confusion. This is where the issues are. This is, my friends, is where the actual issue is, because you don't know where you stand emotionally and psychologically. That person that you got to know right at the beginning of the relationship is not the person right at the end. And this is where the confusion is, because you see, first impressions are really important, my friends. We make first impressions. How we meet that person right at the beginning, okay, how we get to know them when we see them for the first time. We make schemas and concepts about this person, okay? So when that person behaves out of that schema that we have made for that person, or how we identify that person, judgments and things like that, makes it very difficult when they don't behave in that way. It's like basically You understand what a circle is, and a circle is a circle, but suddenly it shows up as a square. How do you understand it then to be a circle? Because it's a square, and a square is not a circle, and a circle is not a square. And this is exactly what happens with the narcissist. They turn up as this completely different person to who you met right at the beginning. And so for us, this causes this confusion, this cognitive dissonance, even brain fog, because you're like, what the hell is going on here? And this is where a lot of us get stuck in this trauma bond, because we're thinking, oh, you know, I really missed that person right at the beginning, but that person doesn't exist. That person that you got to meet right at the beginning is an illusion. All they wanted to do was reel you into this relationship and keep you trapped like a prisoner and never let you go. You see, that's the issue here. That's where this becomes a disorder. Because who traps you in a relationship? Who wants to keep you somewhere where you're full of confusion, you're belittled, you're undermined, there's no understanding for your feelings? Yet right at the beginning, this person was your soulmate, although it seems. But this person isn't there. And that isn't what's happened. So this is the confusion. And this is why we stay in this trauma bond, this cycle, thinking, well, you know, I remember this person like this, and now they are like this. This is why you're kept trapped. So let's talk a little bit about this empathy. This is a hallmark of narcissistic relationships with narcissists. And so you struggle to understand or validate your own emotions, but the narcissist also doesn't understand your feelings, how they don't understand you, because it's all about them. All of their focus, all of the attention, everything is about them. And they don't care about you because they don't have the capacity to care about you. And this is why they gaslight. They have this manipulative tactic which literally distorts your perception of reality. I mean, like, let's look at that. How can someone distort your perception of reality? Like, I mean, seriously, think about that for a moment. Do you know how highly abusive that is? It causes you to question your own integrity, your authenticity, and you are left bewildered, so confused. You don't even know whether it's day or night. You don't even know whether you're coming or going. And that, my friends, that is the real disaster in all of this. So breaking free from a narcissistic relationship often involves recognizing that these patterns are abuse. You've got to set these firm boundaries, and you've got to prioritize yourself. Because if you don't do it for yourself, no one is going to be doing it for you. My friends, they don't care about you. So as you go through these relationships, you've got to be aware that there are these telltale signs, which are called red flags. You need to look out for them, all right? And they will indicate narcissistic behavior. These can include, all right, you got to look at this, right? Even going forward, even if you're not in the relationship with the narcissist, you've got to look out for toxic people. All right, or toxic patterns in people. And this is where you need to set boundaries. Is it that what you've got to look at is how much of yourself are you giving to this person? How much energy, how much time, how much emotion you're giving to this person? And if you feel it's too much, you need to take it back, because this person's going to continue to take, and they will take, and they'll take some more, because takers don't have an off switch. They'll keep taking as long as you're giving. So this is where you need to put your boundaries in. So with toxic people, they're going to constantly need validation. There's going to be a lot of manipulation, and there's going to be a lack of accountability. They're going to blame you for everything, and an inability to truly connect on an emotional level. So it's all going to feel very surface level, very fake. And added to that, you've got to understand that there is a level of emotional manipulation that is going on. And this is one of the most insidious aspects of narcissistic behavior, the emotional manipulation. You see, narcissists usually are very charming, very seductive. They give you so many compliments, all these grand gestures. But over time, these actions reveal a hidden agenda, meaning that you realize that this person doesn't mean it, that it's all about trapping you in to some sort of relationship or friendship, or maybe even a contract, you know, if you're doing business. So these are the things you have to look out for. And you've always got to trust your intuition. If it feels wrong, don't do it. Take a step back and really think about, is this going to benefit you? This is how you have to think. Is this going to benefit you in some way? Emotional manipulation is a cunning form of control where one person puts these tactics on another to basically exploit them emotionally and psychologically. This is about power, all right? This is about them getting power over you. And until you realize that this is what is happening, you are going to be trapped in that cycle. So what this looks like, okay, is guilt tripping, gaslighting, playing on your insecurities, always blaming you, saying everything is your fault. And this is to influence your thoughts, your feelings, and behaviors. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to create a skewed perception of reality, leaving you questioning your own emotions and your own judgment. The confusion sets in. So what happens here is that this is mind control, all right? So when that person has that, okay, this affects your self-esteem. You know, you become dependent on this person, and this contributes to a toxic dynamic within these relationships. You need to be able to recognize these tactics. This is really crucial for maintaining your emotional well-being and to be able to, for you, to establish healthy boundaries. The narcissist is going to idealize you and devalue you. Okay, so they're going to put you on a pedestal, but they're going to take you down off this pedestal and put you down. Okay, they're going to shower you with affection and praise. All right, and it's going to be over the top, and it probably will feel a bit weird. But what they're also going to do is they're going to criticize and belittle you. So there's this cycle. Again, it's to exhaust you, to damage your self-esteem, and to make you feel like you are nothing. So in all of this, it's really important for you to set boundaries. You need to understand that you deserve to be treated with respect and empathy. And don't be afraid to distance yourself from toxic dynamics. Your well-being is the utmost importance. Setting boundaries with a narcissist is essential for you preserving your own well-being. You need to clearly communicate your limits and your expectations and maintain a firm stance on whatever behavior you think is acceptable. Okay, and it's you. You're the one that is going to be able to set these boundaries and say what goes and what doesn't. You need to refuse to tolerate the manipulation or the disrespect. And understand that the narcissist is going to basically hate this. They're going to resist this no matter what you say, how you say it, or when you say it. You know, they're going to dismiss it because they're not going to like the fact that you are telling them what to do or what is right for you or not. It's almost as though they feel like you belong to them, like you are the one that isn't like they are the ones that are in charge of you, and you should listen to them. You need to stay resolute, prioritize your self-care, and reinforce the consequences for crossing established limits. It's repetition, my friends. If they step out of line, you need to keep reinforcing these boundaries. You need to be able to embrace the strength to distance yourself if you need to. To be honest with you, setting boundaries with a narcissist rarely works because they don't listen. They don't really care so much. You basically need to be firm. But if it needs be, then you're going to need to walk away because this is not going to bring you any happiness. It is not going to be resolved. And there's never a happy relationship with a narcissist. So recognizing and escaping the grip of a narcissist is a courageous and empowering journey. Surround yourself with a support system. You need to seek professional help if needed. And remember that you have the strength to break free from a toxic relationship. It's time for you to prioritize your mental and emotional well-being. Guys, you can do this. If you are someone who is experiencing this, watch this video because I talk more about how to recognize these different signs and what you can do to help yourself move forward from this. I also do offer one-to-one consultation. If you are interested, please see the description box below. I've also got a journal club and a mentorship. Again, if you're interested or want more information, please see the description box below. And also, my friends, I've got a community of like-minded individuals, people who have gone through something that you have. I've got a Discord server. And if you're interested in joining this amazing community where we've got newsletters, we've got a coach, please see the description box for the link. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.